Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV, and we're back with another video, and it's another back pages stream. So make sure you are locked into for the latest transfer news or rumours going around in all the football. And I'm joined by Marley. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing well, mate. Doing well. Glad to be back on the channel. It's been a while. Miss you,
Wicked.
bruv.
Big up, Static. 3 likes. Hit the
Yeah.
like button and subscribe. Hey, my rest in peace,
Sup,
man.
legend.
Yes, so obviously the main topic for this week. Big up, Max. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, so obviously the main topic is about Mino Raiola.
Yeah.
Probably the super agent, one of the most powerful men in football,
Hmm.
right? With a load of people, with a load of big names like under his ownership, let's say like Pogba, Haaland, like Ibrahimovic,
Yeah.
like all the rest of it. Apparently, unfortunately, he's passed away at the age of 54, which is tragic to hear. And and I don't agree with some of these people that have come out. Yes, his ethics weren't great. Like the way he played football clubs was not great as well. But like, first of all, you don't celebrate someone's death, for
Exactly.
example,
Exactly.
and two, it's how is it going to affect like football in general? Like because this guy was a massive player in terms of transfers, wasn't he, Marley?
Yeah. Yeah. He was. I'm fully with you there, mate. I don't like the culture of super agents, right? Like, and I do hope that no one replaces him in that position, right? Because I do feel like it's very detrimental to the sport, and it makes everything much more expensive. When the whole world needs a lot of money, like I feel like it's foolish to put that much money in football. But a man has passed away. Like that's the important part of that.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Raiola was such
He's
a
okay.
super agent and
Yeah.
an incredible businessman. Pogba,
Incredible. Yeah.
Ibrahimovic, so many
Yeah.
players. No matter how much you dislike someone, you should never celebrate their death.
Exactly.
Uncultured and unnecessary, absolutely. Nippon, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. So obviously, like you've heard about the death of Mino Raiola.
I have,
Uh,
yeah. I'm very sad.
yeah, I mean, what's your take on it? Like just in general, because obviously this guy was a major player
Look,
when it came to
man,
transfers.
look, I mean, like, I never agreed with his methods of how to negotiate, but I mean, like, you do not sell in
Yeah,
honestly, you just don't. Look, look, I mean, like Margaret Thatcher. I didn't like many of her ethics either,
that's
but
a different.
I
That's a
did.
different. We're not getting into that. That's a different topic.
Yeah,
Let's not
but
get into politics.
that's all I'm gonna. I didn't celebrate her death either.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just yeah leave that one where it is, because obviously that's a different topic. Um, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
this. It's. I mean, how is it going to affect sort of transfers for you, Mark, going forward? Because obviously, like, um, do you feel that the like it'll be easier for clubs to get players, or do you think someone's going to come in and sort of be the same sort of person?
I have no clue, mate. That's actually like I'm a little curious about that because you're talking about like contracts that you have with people, right? Like how does it go when someone passes away? Like, does the contract go to their family? Like, how does it work? Like, he had a company, so I'm assuming someone takes over. I don't think it's gonna change much, mate. I hope it does. I hope these players that he managed, like, they spread and they find like new agents that are like a little easier to deal with. Which is not again saying that I'm glad it happened. I'm not. He lived a very short life. But I hope it changes, but I don't see that happening. I really don't. I really don't. I'm assuming someone's just gonna take over the contracts and like keep a very similar culture there.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously the cult. How do you think like the culture of like transfers? Like, how would you what? I mean, how would you work for you? I mean, like because obviously the way teams negotiate and people get um how do you feel it if you how do you feel like contracts should go like because it's kind of how do I put this sorry yeah right so let me just get to a minute let me just ask this Marley, how do you feel contracts do you feel that the way it should be done?
Uh, I mean, dude, I'm not an expert in this subject. I'm an expert in very little subjects, actually, but this is definitely not one of them. I just feel like there should be a little less money involved, mate. Like I don't feel like agents should be taking as big of a cut. It pretty much like you can't really see these players going to a club that's not filthy rich just because they're not going to be able to deal with the players' demands plus the agent's demands. Like agent fees nowadays, they're ridiculously high. There were conversations not too long ago about limiting the cut that an agent can make, right? Like it was something like 10% or something. That becomes a little more feasible because you hear stories about like some of these agents asking for like 30 mil, like 10 million. Like it's too much. It's entirely too much money. I'm not taking anything away from the work they do. I'm sure they work their asses off, but like they're not playing. I don't know. I just don't agree with the amount of dollars, the amount of pounds, the amount of euros, the amount of reais that go into these conversations. I don't make like it sounds so foolish to say this. I'm not that
It's like
innocent, but
sort of
dude,
super. It's like sort of these super agents get a better deal than sometimes the player does.
exactly. And dude, like I don't know like who's gonna think this is a ridiculous comment, but mate, there's a lot of people starving in the world, right? Like an agent's just making like 25, 30 mil from one negotiation. Like it's a slap in the face of people that need money. I can't bring myself to agree with that. Even though I'd love for Arsenal to spend a lot of money, but I just don't see that as being fair in the world. Even though like I'm fully aware the world has never been a fair place. So you know.
I don't think it's ever going to be a fair place, to be
Yeah,
honest,
no,
mate.
man. Yeah, don't see
As
that
much as
happening.
we try. Um, question if before I go to Nippon, just ask a question from Max. Will and how will and how do you think Raiola's death will change the world? Do you know what? As much as it's a big loss to football, I don't think it'll change too much because there's already
No.
super agents out there.
Yeah.
So I think someone in the end will just replace him. And the thing is that the bigger the player they get, the bigger the agent they are.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of like if you get the biggest players, you get a bigger fandom. If you know what I mean. Now I know like a lot of Man United fans were not happy with him because of the way like he would try and or he's always been whispering about Pogba leaving to try and get a better deal for himself, what more likely himself than actually Pogba himself. And sometimes people blame the Raiola. Some people blame Pogba himself. But yeah, I mean, the point. How do you think this is going to change like the world of football?
Yeah, I think it will somehow. I mean, like, I think his replacement will not be as stubborn as he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I think that most agents these days are stubborn, and they do end up to get what they want. But anyway, I'm going to move on to what am I going to move on to? By the way, links in the chat if anyone wants to come on and have their say on it. We'll keep going on about it as we go through the show, but I'll give a few to everyone else's I'll go through everyone else. By the way, also, before I go any further, I did get some good news as well about the charity money. Finally, the money from the charity stream turned up, as well as the previous months before. And previous months before, adding the charity stream we did and the rest of the month, it comes to £112 that we raised.
Awesome.
Nice.
£112 that we've raised. Now, 80%, which was usually 80%, this channel would do 80% of, and then 20% would be to go keep the channel functioning.
Yeah.
So that would be £90. But I'm tempted just to roll that to 100, to be honest. I'll just roll it to 100. And then the £12 just keeps the channel going with anything it needs. So
yeah, Steven, your liver doesn't function quite well, but your heart's freaking amazing, mate. So thank you for being who you are.
Mate, do you know what's funny is here's the thing is like people like, of course I want this channel to grow, but like I'm not gonna strive out of my way and do whatever I can to do that. Like I just enjoy doing what I do, which is just coming on and talking football. And if it grows, it grows. If it stays where it is now, like it has been for the last 4 or 5 months, then I'm not gonna lose my shit over it. Like in the end, because in the end, I'm still doing what I want to do, which is raise money for charity, right? Which is better than nothing. I know every single penny goes and will save a life. Simple as that. But big up. Congrats, Steven. This is why you're a legend. Round of applause. Thank you, mate. But yeah, like anyway, we're gonna move on to the fact about obviously Eric. We all know Eric Ten Hag's now going to be the manager next season.
Yeah.
Right, and it's pissing me off because I thought he could slip right into Arsenal and there not be a lot of changes needed really, apart from anything that we need to improve the squad, which we're going to have to do anyway. To be honest, but there you go. But there you go. We move. What do you think? Like Ten Hag's going to bring to Manchester United, Marley? I know there's obviously this being an Arsenal fan. Look at it from an outside point of view. What do you think he's going to do? Is there anything that he can do to sort of bring that club back to where it's supposed to be?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as I've said multiple times in the recent past, like it's still a gamble, right? Like there's absolutely no guarantees it'll work out. I think it's a good gamble that they're making. I like what he does at Ajax, and I do feel like it's like the whole situation slightly overhyped because, like, first of all, I don't feel like enough of the people talking about it watch enough of what he does, right? Like I feel like they base this a lot on Champions League runs, like that a couple years ago with where they reached the semifinals, got knocked out by Tottenham.
Yeah,
and I feel
that
like
was a very young side, though. You can tell.
Oh yeah, dude, really young side. Like it was really special what he was making there. But he's used to handling stars at that level, right? At the Eredivisie, like a second level of European football, and great level, but second level still. So I'm not sure how he's going to be able to deal with so many like huge stars. I don't think he's ever managed a mess like it is at United right now. Like it's the messiest big club in England right now.
Well, I think it's, and I'll tell you what. Look, as much as, and I'll get an opinion to say, as much as it's about like how big like the job is at Man United, I think it's just more than a manager. You could bring Ten Hag in. I don't think that's going to completely solve their problems.
No.
Man United's problems stem from the top and run throughout the board and go all the way to the bottom. The board buy players, to be honest, let's be honest, commercial value. Right? Let's be honest. They buy them because of commercial value. It sells shirts. It sells merchandise.
Yeah.
You saw that when they bought Ronaldo.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's clear as day that, and you can see, look, people, the hair is growing back. But
Thankfully.
yeah, thankfully. But yeah, as you can see, like, I think, yeah, it's more about the restructuring plan above Ten Hag. That's going to be the big issue for Man United, and whether they succeed or not. It's simple as that. I mean, Nippon, what do you think he'll bring to Man United? Nippon.
I think he'll bring them. I think he'll bring a culture change, and I think he will bring them a trophy as well. Like nothing major. He'll probably just win them something like I don't know, like the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup or
It's
something.
still major for me. Like,
Well, the
I mean,
Carabao
FA
is
Cup,
not major, but the FA Cup, sure.
Carabao's not as major as like the FA Cup. The FA Cup's still a major competition. I know it doesn't have the
He'll
money and
win them a
backing.
trophy. That's all.
Yeah, like, yeah, I can see that. I mean, because
Not
I'll
the
be shocked
Champions
if it
League or
doesn't.
the Premier League, though.
Nah, I think
He'll,
that the job's really too big at the minute. It depends how long they keep it and how long they stick with with their plan of what they want with
You were about to say
Ten Hag.
project, and you sort of like backed out from it, right?
No, I didn't. I was about to
Yeah,
say
you were
process,
about to say
actually.
project.
No,
Like,
I was about to say
it
process,
depends on how
actually.
long they trust the process, right? Like,
Yeah. So Man United, trust the process when it all goes fucked up. Like, that's what I kept saying at the start of the season with Ollie. You know what I mean? It's just like, but
Ollie's at the wheel, Ollie's at the wheel.
yeah,
Ollie's at
and
the
they
wheel, at the wheel.
he's not at the wheel. Trust me. He's done what he did in the Italian job, which is like overcut the corner and left hanging on the balance, and with the gold hanging them down, right? And then like standing at the back trying to keep themselves from tipping off the fucking cliff. That was a shit ending. But
Yeah, look, Man United, long may they stay in the mud, man.
yeah, well, it depends on, like I said, it depends on their restructuring plan and like what's going to happen above them. They're getting rid of people and bringing in replacements in behind. So it's like a major reshuffle in terms of staffing and coaching. So, and I think it needs to be because they're apparently bringing like a defensive coach or set piece coach. Obviously, ain't worked. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, it's but yeah, I mean, obviously, if their restructuring plan is going to take fucking ages, like it could take a year or two. I think Man United fans might have to be just a bit patient on this one because it is going to take. This one's going to take time.
yeah,
But I do feel he's the right man. I do feel if it works, if they do get it, if they do sort it out, they can do something with him.
absolutely, mate. As I said, good gamble. Like, it's a good man to put your money on for
Get an
sure,
Arteta gamble.
right? There's a lot of arguments for that. Absolutely. I agree that if we were to sack Arteta, which right now I don't see why we would, but if we were to
No, we're
sack
giving
him,
him a lifetime contract. So we're getting top four.
okay. If we were to sack him, I feel like Ten Hag would have been a fine choice. Like, he'd be a good gamble as well. But the thing is, a couple years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, it was possible for a team to change management one season to the other and like do really well, win the league. Right now, with the way City and Liverpool are, like, it's really tough. Like, the step's a little bit too big. So it requires a miracle because you have to have those two teams like underperforming, and or like a huge change in management, Pep leaving, something like that, because the teams are too good and the managers are too good. So it's yeah, like, I don't think one man is gonna change that in such like in just a little bit of time. I'm pretty sure it would take him like 3 or 4 years to get United to be as competitive as their fans want them to be.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that still needs to happen with Man United before you get any further. Big up Anthony as well. Mel, big up yourself. I hope you're doing well.
Big up
By the
Cuz, big
way,
up Mel.
like thanks to like your stream that you I say it's your stream because you organized the shit out of it. Same as Bhargav. Like between the two of you, that stream hang on, that stream's helped us raise £112 from January to March. So thank you for doing such a great thing. It really does help. Yes, Nippon, you were saying.
How much longer do you think you'll be streaming for?
I'll be streaming for up to an hour. So I've got about 40 odd minutes.
Right. I need to go shopping. Right now. So if I finish before, if I'll come back if you're still live.
Yeah. If I'm still live, then yeah. But make sure you look after yourself first. I'd rather you make sure you look after yourself and get home first. Yeah, I know, but like even when you're driving, I'm still nervous. Like
I'm not even driving though. Look.
Yeah, but like I'd rather you be at home and do it than like.
Fair enough.
Don't drive and stream, guys. Don't drive and stream.
Yeah, it's still a distraction, and to be honest, you can get seriously nicked for it. I mean, seriously, trust me. Anyway, we'll catch you later.
Catch you in a bit, my man.
Okay.
All right. I think he's muted, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. That was weird. That was weird. I got him. Anyway, transfer rumours. How do we all love transfer rumours? A fresh twist in the Chelsea sale. No, I'm not even going to get into that. Fuck that. Mbappe and I will 100% be. So it looks like Poch. What's Poch said here? Poch's manager says he and Kylian Mbappe will be at the club next season. Well, I don't know if you read the memo, mate, but I thought last time I heard the memo was that he was out. No matter what he did. Like, one thing I did mention to talk about, Klopp, his deal. Klopp has signed another deal at Liverpool, which sort of means that finally we don't have a Farmers League. We have a league for another 3 years that's actually going to be competitive, because only seems to be him that seems to be able to challenge Liverpool in a minute. So,
City. Challenge City.
Yeah, challenge City in a minute. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. What do you make of it? Like
I hate it.
I know, man. I'm sure I'm hating it as well. Because, like, I want him as well. Like, can he just move over down now to North London and he can do what we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I want him to leave England, mate, because he's too good. He's too tough to deal with. Arsenal never plays well against him. So yeah, that very sad news for all other 19 teams in the Premier League for sure. Amazing news for Liverpool fans. Like he's brilliant. He's brilliant. One of the best managers I've ever seen. I quite like him. A lot of people don't like him. I don't know if he's sort of a butthole, but I think he's fun to listen to as well. So I like the character. I would absolutely love him at Arsenal, mate. Like that would have been a dream. When he was back at Borussia, that was definitely like my favorite name. He's at Liverpool. They're gathering the benefits from that. Like it's a good manager to have. He's gonna, like, whenever they have a player that wants to leave, he's gonna sell him for good money and probably bring two players that are gonna be as good.
I just gotta say, and you AKBs, Arsene Wenger knows best, right? You decide to pick Wenger over fucking Klopp.
Yeah, that would have been a good appointment. That would have been a fine appointment.
over
He would
that
have sold
senile.
Sanchez for a
Yeah,
lot of money, brought in two great players in his place. It's mate.
and
He's
Özil.
and Ozil, yeah, like he manages all sides of things really well.
Yep.
So yeah, I
The
envy
was
Liverpool fans for sure.
is it probably is. Mbappe will go to Real Madrid in the summer with Paul Pogba. That's a good point
Why
because Pogba's set
why
to.
would Real Madrid want Pogba right now? That makes no sense. Their midfield's amazing.
I don't know. I think Pogba could still do well at Madrid. I think he needs to get out of Man United. To be
Yep.
honest,
No, sure, but I don't know. I don't get it. He's so expensive. Like I feel like he needs to, you know, he needs to calm down a little bit. Like I
he's
don't
Real
think.
Madrid. It's Real Madrid, man. If they come knocking,
Yeah,
right,
that's the thing. That's the
you
thing.
answer the doc. You answer the. That was the thing. Back in the Wenger days, if he came knocking, you answered the fucking door. If Arteta knocked on the door, you'd be like, "Hey, fuck off."
No,
You'd
but
be like the
I'm not
delivery guy,
saying
"Fuck off."
I'm not debating why he should join Madrid. Of course, he should join Madrid, mate. Like it's the
Yeah,
biggest football club in the world. But like,
don't.
why would Real Madrid be chasing him?
Yeah,
That's what I.
Jesus is Jesus. You mean Jesus to Arsenal next season?
Yeah.
What do you? Is that someone you want? Because to be honest, he doesn't score many goals for Man City. So could you imagine in an Arteta setup? No. Why we
I
got to have
think
people's has-beens?
I think I think he would have scored a couple of goals for Arsenal this season if he was starting at number 9. I think he would have scored more than Lacazette and Nketiah for sure.
Yeah,
But
but
he's not someone. I think we spoke about this last night. I
I
don't
think
like
so.
he'd be someone that I'd be happy with if he was not the exciting striker we get, right? Like if we got him and someone I really want, like Darwin
Martin
Nunez or someone like
or
that,
Martinez.
or Mart. Well, him and Martinez, I'd want a bigger striker as well because
Okay.
Jesus can also play on the sides because I think
Because
Martinez is like 176,
yeah, because
something like that, like
the
5'9".
problem with I find with Jesus is simple reasons, and I'll give you simple examples. Silvestre, Gallas, um, David Luiz. Can you see where I'm going with
Willian,
this one? Can you
I
see
can,
Willian?
I
Can
can,
you see where I'm going with this?
yeah.
Why do we want to
Mkhitaryan.
settle with someone Mkhitaryan? Why do we want to settle with someone's shit? Someone else's shit? Like
It's
Jesus has been the reason he's being sold on is because he can't match Aguero. Right? He can't do what Aguero does, which is why they've been playing false nine most of the time. Right? So if that's the case, then why the fuck do we want him?
okay.
Look,
I'm not super excited about the Jesus rumors. I'm not. I think he's good, but like I never wanted him to start at Brazil. He's not someone that I'd want to like be our star striker for sure. I disagree with your arguments though because it's no, I don't really want him. I don't really want him. I would take Douglas Luiz. But Gabriel Jesus, I'd be okay with it, but I wouldn't be too excited because what like the reason why I disagree with you is that like most of these players you spoke of were in their decline already. Gabriel, I don't think City wants to get rid of Gabriel Jesus, but if he
uh-huh.
wants to go and he's running out of contract in 1.5 seasons, I think he like in 1 year pretty much. So he's it's smart for them to sell him. And I think it's different because he's young, right? Like Gabriel Jesus is like 24, 23. Like he's a young player. He might still like improve a little bit. He's versatile. Like I'm sure he'd do a good job at Arsenal, mate. I don't think he'd be a flop. I don't think he'd be a Willian, nothing like that.
Who's
But
better?
Dybala or Lautaro Martinez, mate, Lautaro Martinez has been playing better for a couple of years now. I
Mm.
think Paulo Dybala is more versatile, which is not
Yeah,
something we need to look for, right? Like because we need strikers. He doesn't need
yeah.
to be able to play in other
He
positions.
just needs to do
But
one thing: put that ball in the net. It's as simple
yeah,
as that.
the thing is, Dybala is a free agent. Like he's gonna be a free agent. I'd 100% go for him. 100%.
Mate, I'm gonna make this very clear. I swear, actually, I think it was after the Raiola defeat. I think, or even after this, I think it was the season review. I remember you saying if we don't significantly improve next season, then Arteta would have to go. Well, look at our Premier League record, mate. We ain't really fucking improved. It's only because the competition around us has got worse. Right? Two extra wins, but
I don't agree
the
with
same amount of defeats, more goals conceded. Yet your man's supposed to fix the defense, right? Yeah, your man's supposed to fix the defense. Yet we're conceding more goals, mate. Right? With Ben Shite, yeah, and oh yeah, the only thing he's improved on is less draws. That's it, 4 less draws. Right, and you're telling me that's significant improvement after spending £250 million. Piss off! Nah. I'm
Love you,
sorry. That's not.
Nitesh.
That is love you, Nitesh, but that is not significant improvement. So if that's not significant improvement, are you going to stand by your word and say he's got to go?
I think he significantly improved us.
I'm consistent. I'll stick with it, mate. I'll stick with it, mate. Okay. I'm consistently out until he gets us challenging again. I'm consistently out.
25. There you go.
I am good. You're asking. Unbiased TV, big up. I hope you're doing well, man. Bhargav told me that there is someone on YouTube of fake me, so I just. Yeah, trust Mel. I know if it's you. Trust me. I could tell if it was you or not. So don't worry. Big up. Yeah, static. I said I would. I said I'd say it, and I said it. Like, I could get the clip out even. How? But yeah, I mean, Arsenal are just desperately like. When are we wrapping up the top 4? Probably on the last day, mate. Because Arteta just like I'm taking it one game at a time, mate. I'm taking it one game at a time, and he better do.
I think there's a solid chance that drawing with Spurs is going to get us top 4. Like we're going to be mathematically in already. But or beating
in the position we're in, he should not bottle top 4. Simple.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's not. Guys, stop asking that because he always wants to address it. And now, like, we know what his opinion is. He's not Arteta in, guys.
Mate.
For him to be Arteta in, it takes a lot more than what we're doing right now.
I got a letter from the guy. Right? I still ain't Arteta in. Like, he even asked me to be Arteta in this letter, and he said no. No, mate. No. By the way, I do appreciate the letter, man. Don't worry. It's laminated. It's laminated. Oh God, here we go.
Don't, guys, don't.
On our way to the Conference League.
Don't, guys, don't. Please don't start this conversation here. Please don't.
Last weekend.
I don't have a lot of time left, guys. I don't have a lot of time left.
I'm saying this, Ricky, right? Try 38. That's how long a season is, mate. Try 38, right? The Premier League record don't lie. Compared to last season, it's the same. There you go. Just the competition's worse. Go check it.
Mate, Steven, you can't blame a guy for being excited. We just beat three teams that are in the top 7 right now.
Shit!
In a row.
Fuck! Then he'll go and Spurs it up against Brighton, Southampton, and fucking Crystal Palace, for fuck's sake.
Okay,
so what do you want me to say?
Let's move on. Transfer rumors. Who else?
They still don't turn up when we're fucking bottling it against Crystal Palace and that.
Who else do we need to talk about transfer-wise?
Well, who do we need to talk about? Well, how many players do Arsenal need to actually compete next season?
To compete for what?
Well, to actually be competitive in the Champions League. I know we're going to need a fucking revamp big time because this man is going to need a squad bigger than the fucking Exodus to be able to fucking do 2. He's going to need 2 squads, one during a week, one during the weekend because he can't possibly do 3 games a week with this squad.
No, he doesn't.
Because he doesn't rotate.
I take it we need a good like 5 or 6 players, mate.
I think more than that.
If we don't get rid of Saliba, if he comes back, I think we're solid
because
on defense.
We got to replace the players we want to get rid of, and we got to buy extra for the players we need.
Let's do the math right now.
So Holding's got to go. Xhaka's got to go.
Steven, one second. Holding doesn't have to go right now, mate. To be our 4th choice center back. Steven, 1 second.
Is this over the last 2 games? Please tell me.
We gotta think about this logically, mate. We gotta think about this logically. Holding leaving can't be.
So I'm doing this to Anthony in the chat. Change that fucking name right now. You ain't coming anywhere.
We can't have Holding leaving be a priority now.
I ain't bringing this comment down, mate.
Come on, put it on. Just for literally 5 seconds, and then I'll take it off.
Big up, cuz. You're looking good, cuz. Always looking good.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm better now that you're here.
Oh, good. I was flicking up through the comments, and I had the StreamYard in there, and I thought, well, I'd best come on. I tell you what, cuz your hair's growing.
It needs to. I'm putting in a lot of product. I'm taking some medication. I really don't want to be bald before 30. It's unfair.
Unless it's got out on the end of it.
Yeah, no, it's a bad idea to go there. But don't you agree with me, Anthony, right now? Like I know, mate, I don't want Holding to be here long term. But next season, I feel like we need to get rid of Xhaka. I don't think we need to get rid of Nuno, but I want more competition. I want Tierney, Nuno, and one more left back. So we're already going to need a left back. We're going to need 1 or 2 midfielders. We're going to need 2 strikers. We're probably going to need a winger. So, like, getting rid of Holding is foolish because we're not going to have money to spend on a replacement.
Trouble is, though, I mean, I know what you see with Holding, but even if he did go, I mean, we signed that when we was doing the last day of the transfer window, we signed that American Trusty, didn't we? He's a centre back, but
he's supposed to be loaned out. Like, I don't think he's coming to play yet.
I think he's coming back next season because they're going to loan him, and also we bought that goalkeeper as well, didn't we? I definitely know Leno's going to go. Leno will definitely be gone.
So Leno's goes. We got a backup keeper coming in for that. So we need.
Yeah,
we got. And if you think about it, we need to replace Cedric, right? Cedric needs to go. I still think Holding needs to go. To be honest, I'm sorry, Holding needs to go.
The money is finite.
Xhaka needs to go. Yeah. Xhaka needs to go. Right, I'm telling you, Xhaka. I don't care if we don't find another player. Get that man out of the club. Just get him out. I'm done with him now. I'm done. Like, I'm fed up with him. Like, honestly,
I wouldn't even get rid of El Neni right now.
No, El Neni's a good last option if you need someone to come in. You know what I mean?
And that's what Holding's going to become next season, mate. If we use Saliba.
Do you know what? I quite like El Neni. He's a good, hard-working player. That box to box, what you need in midfield. You know, he does get stuck in. And to be honest with you, he had a brilliant game against West Ham. I thought he was decent, but
he should have had an assist. Right?
Yeah,
mate. Look, honestly, I could shoot better than Keita.
But that El Neni, do you know? Obviously, Arsene Wenger brought him in. He felt sorry for him because the team he was playing for didn't want him, was going to get rid of him, and nobody wanted him. So Wenger went in for him and said, "Well, look, you come with us, and you train with the lads, and I'll bring you into the game gradually." And as he went on gradually, and obviously going out on loan, it did improve his style of play. And then obviously that's why he's here now. But yeah, I don't mind El Neni. I really feel that he's that really good hard-working midfielder that we need at the minute. Plus, look at our squad as well. Our squad's so thin. You know, it's not. You've got no depth in the squad.
We need about 7-8 players. I said we need about 7-8 players.
That's why, Steven. And I don't want us bringing more like squad players. I want players that are going to truly help us. The only squad player.
I want top
yeah,
quality.
Exactly. The only
if
squad
we got
player
Champions
I'm
League
looking
football,
for.
go buy Champions League players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only squad player I'm looking for is a left back.
I've got right now. I've got to get in. Unbiased TV. How you doing, my friend?
Yo, Steven, what you saying, man?
I'm not doing too bad. You?
I'm alright. Keeping things humble. Obviously Arsenal are doing well, but you, Steven, just like Lee Gunner, always ranting. Oh, Arteta route. Oh, wait, always ranting and moaning and complaining.
Yeah.
Like, come on, just back the guy. Just back the. Listen,
nope.
He's not gonna back the
guy.
Don't
Why
try that, mate.
Why?
Don't try
because
that.
My standard.
He's tried it. He's even got a love letter from him.
Mate,
but he's tried.
That's up you, right?
You ungrateful bastard.
By the way, I did back him once, and it went disastrously wrong. 2, I've also came to realize when I did turn against him, I was like, no, I'm not backing a manager after I let go of a manager who won us 3 Premier League titles and 2 doubles, right? I'm not letting go of a man. I'm not supporting a manager that is not going to be able to take us to the promised land and be able to challenge us for the league. I'm sorry, I will not back him until he's proven that he can challenge he could do a title challenge. Then I'll back him. Right? That's my standard. That's Arsenal's standard. Right? And if people don't like that, well, I'm sorry. I want to win the title. I don't want us to be sitting here celebrating top 4 like we've won the Champions League. Top 4 is just top 4 is just a stepping stone. It is a well done. We've achieved our target. Now let's go and let's go progress further and get the league. Yeah,
but who would you replace him with, Stephen? If Arteta was gone, who would you replace him with? And
the main man, the first man that we should have got was Ten Hag.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I can. Yeah.
He would have fitted straight in. Project with the youth project we've got going on, right? The actual quality of players he's been able to handle and be able to play in the Champions League, right?
Right.
So there you go.
Mate,
unrealistic standards. I watched my team win fucking 3 titles, mate. 3 fucking titles. Don't tell me it's unrealistic
you guys got him going.
Fuck off, mate. Don't tell me it's unrealistic dumb standards, mate. Right? Your standards are dumb because you let them drop.
I agree with Stephen. Stephen,
that's my standards.
I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'm gonna have to go. So
because I've only just got on.
My bad. I told I'm not running away from you, mate. You should have gotten here earlier. I told Steven I already surpassed the time.
Yeah, 40 minutes anyway. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I was eating my tea. I was eating my tea. My missus cooked me a steak, but my missus cooked me a steak, but it was more like a fucking mistake. But I was gonna.
Madness.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna let you know what I feel like should happen in the transfer window next time we have this conversation. But
it's gonna be a conversation. Trust me.
Do support this channel, please. Show love to it.
Molly, where can I find you, man? Where can I find you? Honestly.
Find me at Football United TV. This is my channel with Maddie, another great friend of SFeatleyTV's, and we have a dynamite show coming up on Thursday. We're going to be talking about Colombian football. Very exciting panel, very exciting guests. It's at a later hour for you guys in England. I think it's 1 a.m., but still worth to stay up and watch it because it's going to be fun. We're going to be talking about the national team, the league right now, the international tournaments the teams are playing, so should be a really, really, really fun chat. And yeah, support this channel, support these other 2 legends as well in whatever they do. And that's it, guys. Thank you for having me here, Steven. Always a blast, my man. Be good.
Nice. Take care. Anyway, go on, Josh.
Yeah, quickly, Steven. I was just saying, yeah, that I agree with you. Obviously, Arsenal Okay, so first of all, Arsenal are a big club. Yes, obviously finished 8th, whatever. Cool. Arsenal should be winning league title season in, season out, or at least the bare
We should
minimum
be
competing.
competing for the
Competing,
title.
yeah, competing, bare minimum. Yes, I understand League One is obviously frustration. Obviously, yes, obviously Arsenal, one of the best teams in the world, obviously dominating, winning league titles back to back to back, winning this, that. Obviously, we've gone through a period of drastic change. We've signed some crap players. We've signed some deadwood, and obviously our standards have dropped.
I'll ask you
But
quickly. The Premier League form is pretty much the same as it is last season. Right? Give it a couple of wins, give it a couple of losses. Right? We're pretty much the same. Right?
mhm.
The goals conceded is more than what it was last season. Right? So how can someone sit there and say that is Arsenal significantly improving? Right? When you've clearly seen Leicester fall off a cliff, Man United fall off a cliff, West Ham more worried about Europe, right? So they've not been performing in the league. Right, so the Premier League form in the end doesn't lie, and if you compare the two, the same, it can't be Arsenal progressing, progressing to fourth and improving, right? Or an actual improvement. It's just the teams around them have got worse this season. Look how bad the competition it was this season compared to what it was last season.
Not really. I would disagree on that. I would disagree because you see United. They've been on the bad form. Obviously, yeah, cool. They beat Brentford yesterday or 2 days ago, but they've been on the bad form. Obviously, they lost to us. They lost to Liverpool. They dropped
Oh, they've
so
had a
many points.
disaster. They've had a
Pardon?
disastrous season. They've had a disastrous
Yeah,
season.
same as West Ham. They've been up and down.
Mm.
Spurs as well, being a bit Spursy, up and down, losing to teams. So I wouldn't say, and also Leicester. Leicester, I don't know what's going on with them.
And all
They're
those
like
teams finished above
Tottenham.
us. So if you take all those teams out of it, that now, if you put if those teams perform like they have done this season, last season, we would be up in fourth.
Yes, but Arsenal have won 2-3 games on the bounce, and obviously the other teams drop points. But I mean, to somewhat you are right, but I mean, to be honest, I mean, I wouldn't call this luck. I would call this Arsenal taking our chances. I'll say Arsenal have actually taken chances.
We've taken the most chances out of all the
We
teams that are competing.
we
I
have
would agree with that.
we've taken our chances. That's why we're in a very healthy position in the top 4 race. We're in a very healthy position. United, yeah, they beat Brentford, but they're
But
not
we've
catching
also
the
been
Spurs.
lucky in at times when, like for example, when we lost to Brighton, we lost to Crystal Palace, we lost to Southampton as well. We were very lucky that Tottenham, Man United in the next games went and bottled it. Right, so now it's put us back in this position again. So we've had times where we've looked completely out of it, and we've had times where we've completely come back again because of other teams faltering around us. Right.
Trouble is, though, Stephen, you think of it, if Arsenal beat Leeds United this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
With the games that Man United's got left, they can't finish fourth.
Well,
they can't finish fourth.
Yeah, well, but the main challenge, we all know the main challenges now are Tottenham, right? And
Yeah.
if we beat Leeds and they've got to play Liverpool, which they ain't gonna win, right? Because they're gunning for the league. So that means that we'll be 5 points ahead come to the North London derby.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Stephen,
Fingers crossed.
Stephen, don't jinx it, mate. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Well, you think you're gonna bottle it up against fucking Leeds, like you know what I mean?
No, man. So obviously, let's say we do beat Leeds, and let's say Tottenham gets slapped by Liverpool. Obviously, 5 points clear. And then obviously, if we win the derby, obviously bragging rights, whatever. Then we bought
Got Newcastle
about 6-7 points clear, something like that.
It would be 5
points.
We would be 5 points clear. If we do beat Tottenham, we'll be 8 points clear.
If we
and
draw,
actually, if we win that game, we would finish fourth.
Yeah,
because there'd be 2 games left, and they can only get 6 points. We'd have 8.
Yeah, true.
And you think of it, the last game of the season, if it goes right to the wire, depending on recent results, like how Burnley gets on, Arsenal could send Everton down last game of the season. Obviously depending on however results.
And also to be if we worked it out like that, we could quite easily let Everton fucking win that game and let them stay up and actually not worry about our game because we already got full spot. But then again, I don't like that. I'd rather go out and play a game of football.
Okay, well, okay. So all right. So if we beat these, obviously that's cool. 3 points. Then, well, obviously I actually want us to win every single game from now to the end season. Get 12 points out of 12, and just win. And also get maximum points. Therefore, there's no chance of Spurs catching us up, United, whatever. But let's say we do beat Leeds, and let's say we do beat Spurs. Obviously, that'll be a cushion. Let's say if Spurs drop points against Burnley, say a draw. I don't want to lose to Everton. That's the thing. If we lose, fair enough. Everton will stay up. But
you go out and win every single game.
Yeah, here's what I'm worried about. So, okay. So if Arsenal beat Leeds, Spurs lose. That's 1 foot in Champions League. Then obviously, let's say we beat Tottenham. That's a cushion. Obviously, then we've got Newcastle. That's a tricky game away. So roughly what, a point in that game? Maybe a win point, something like that.
Well, to be fair, if we're 8 points clear, we could lose both of those games and still be in the top 4. So,
but
we would be.
Honestly, man. But honestly, we need to beat Leeds. That's pivotal, man. I'm hoping we can slap them, but don't know.
Well, it's going to be a lot different than it was last time because obviously they've got a different manager and a different setup. So, but they're coming to our place, so that's one advantage. But like I've said before, when I've seen even the recent performances against Man United and the West Ham game, mate, I was falling asleep for fuck's sake. It was so boring. It's so slow, and I'm sorry if you're gonna play like that, and you're playing with teams that would rather just pack the midfield up like Brighton and Southampton did. If West Ham actually did that, they would have probably got something out of that game because we were that slow. But they're more worried about. Luckily, the thing is, we probably got lucky because the fact they played half a side because of the Europa League. But in the end, the performances need to improve, and that's why I criticise every single game, and because I still see problems with the way we're performing. And there've been games where we look good, but it's never been. I've never seen Arsenal with a complete 90-minute performance. Never seen.
No,
but not under this manager, right? So that's something that needs to improve, especially if you're going to be competing in the biggest tournaments of. If you don't perform for 90 minutes, and we're going to be in the one of the toughest groups next season in the Champions League, if you don't perform for 90 minutes, you're fucked. Right? Simple as that.
Okay, so for me, how I view things, obviously, me, I'm a young Arsenal fan, obviously. For me, obviously, if we do make Champions League, it'll be a first for me. But obviously, for you, you'll be like, oh yeah, well, fuck it. I've been obviously for you guys, obviously, you'll be probably used to it, obviously. But I don't know, man. I mean, if Arsenal do make Champions League, I'm not expecting us to go all the way and win it. That's not what I'm expecting. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, with our young squads, I say we should probably focus and get some signs in before we can even talk about winning this and that. Because to be honest, the teams that are in Champions League, got Bayern Munich, Inter, AC, Juventus, Villarreal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea. There's no way in hell Arsenal are gonna get past any of them.
It depends. It depends what he does in the transfer window. This is why we said, how many players do we need to get into
Well, the rumor is that he's got £100 million to spend. This is what Edu's come out and said.
We're fucked then.
So, and in all fairness, if he doesn't spend all of that, with the team what we've got at the minute, we'll be in the Champions League next season, but we'll be a laughing stock. We will be a laughing stock in there. We won't get caught.
But hang on, but this is exactly why I'm not backing. Like, I don't back the owner and the board, right? Because the way they've lied, because the amount of lies they keep coming out with, right? And don't forget, the board are fully backing this manager to the end of time, right? And now they're going to give this man 100 mil to go spend in the Champions League. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. We get Champions League, they'll take the money and run and fucking give us nothing to spend, like they've done all the fucking time. I've seen it all before. They did this under Wenger all the time. Right? We never challenge for top four, right? No. Or we don't compete, go forward and compete for the league. We just take the money that's coming in from the Champions League, and that's it. Bang, done.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying is, he's got 100 million. He's got to spend at least 60 million on a reasonable striker. That leaves him 40. So that 40 million, what's he going to spend on to improve certain areas? You know,
nothing. Nothing.
Exactly. So this is what I mean.
He's not Klopp to buy fucking Robertson from Hull and turn him into a fucking prime Sergio Ramos, for fuck's sake. But he ain't. That's why, if you're gonna give someone that 100 mil, you've got to give it to an elite manager who knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
If he's gonna give him a limited budget, this is why these managers have asked for a big budget when they've asked for the Arsenal job, and this is why these managers get turned away. They don't want to spend the money. Simple as that. So they give it to Arteta, and this is where Arteta gets properly exposed, right? And then everyone's gonna say, "Oh, it's because the board aren't backing it." Well, you back the board because you back the process, so you can deal with it. I didn't back it, right? And this is what's happening, and this is what will happen if that happens in the transfer window, right? As much as I hate it, I don't want to be right. I want to be fucking wrong. I want every single one of people coming in here saying I'm wrong, right? And we're challenging, we're progressing forward to win the title. But if that is actually true of what they're saying, right, and we've got 100 mil to spend, it's exactly the same shit that I've seen since we fucking moved into this gaff called the Emirates.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All the time.
And now, so we got to play now. All our, basically, the deadwood we was trying to get rid of, some of them has gone out on loan. Like, what's that? Chirera and people like that, players like that. They're now going to come back into the squad next season. Like, come back off their loan period, back into Arsenal. We're going to have to keep them. We're going to have to keep them because of the depth. Because we got no depth in our squad. So it's like what I said. If we're in the Champions League this season, if we make the round of 16, that's progress.
We'd be fucking lucky.
We'd be lucky.
Yeah,
but that'd be a big process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if we miss semi-finals, that's progress.
And you're telling me people, and you've got people coming in here telling me that we're going to be progressing even further, and we're going to be like even maybe title challenging next season. Give me a fucking
next season.
This is what I've heard. Give me a fucking break. Seriously.
No.
Next season.
I'll tell you what, if Arsenal goes far into this Champions League competition, we ain't doing jack shit in the league. I think we'll find it hard to get top 4 if we go far in this Champions League.
Ricky, this guy, look, 150 minutes probably about the most Arsenal has spent. We still got what we spent last year, this season. We've got to spend even more this season. And you really think this?
There you go.
You really think this board, this club would spend over 150 mil for this fucking manager to make us fucking competitive? Give me a break. Give me a break. I've never seen it, and I never will, because they don't care. Get it through the head. This is why Arteta's in the job in the first place. He's a yes man. He sits there and goes, I'll do whatever it takes to stay in the job, right? 2, like, be backed by the board, right? He does, like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like, Mel's probably going to come and tell me off now.
Hi, everyone. No, I'm not here to tell Steven off. I'm here to tell Steven to stop yelling, stop, getting worked up, because he has to take care of his health, most importantly. And I know you can laugh all you want, Steven, but that's the truth. And I agree with what Anthony was saying. This is why I jumped in, is because sometimes when we sell players, we often don't get the value we paid for them. Pepe, the other 20-something million of the Pepe deal, it's basically 52 million plus 20 million that Rossinelli robbed from us. I think for Pepe, we're maximum going to get 20 to 30 million. It's going to be very hard to get the value that we tried to keep of these players when, first of all, they were hardly getting played on the pitch. So, some of the players we're probably going to get peanuts for, but it's better than keeping the dead wood in the squad. That's one thing. The second thing is the Gabriel Jesus signing. I think because he only has 1 year left on his contract, I don't think it's going to be as expensive as the news articles and the Twitter journalists or whatever are reporting. I think it would be less because he only has 1 year left. Now, I saw someone in the chat ask about, I don't know if it was in this chat or you guys mentioned it, the Chuchemeni. He's definitely not coming here. Even if we get Champions League, I still think Liverpool are looking for him, and also Real Madrid are interested in Chuchemeni as well. So he's a great player, but I just don't think Arsenal is his number one choice.
No.
Why would it
be? It won't surprise me if you just get a striker and it'd be that. Is it Tielemans from Leicester City?
Yeah, Yuri Tielemans. We are linked to him too.
Yeah, I think it'd just be I think it'd just be 2 players coming in next season. The 60 million on a striker and 40 million on Tielemans, and that'd be it.
Well, I saw we're linked to some guy named Hickney or something, and he plays left back and right back. Now he could possibly be Tavares or Kieran Tierney replacement.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we'll end up selling Tierney, but he's been injured twice now. I think that guy Hickey, he could possibly be a backup for Tomiyasu, or he could play left back and right back, so he is versatile. Now we've also been linked to Mateus Nunes, but I don't see that happening. And the Saliba links coming back to Arsenal is good news. I do think that's solidified. And not to worry that he's going to stay in Marseille. I know some of the sources were saying that, he might want to stay in Marseille as he gets first team football, but he openly came out and said that he wants to fight for his place at Arsenal. And, sometimes that competition we have between certain positions, like the goalkeeper or the right backs and the center fullbacks, sometimes that competition is good. It's healthy. Look at that Chelsea squad. They have that competition. And sometimes you need that kind of energy to put your team up a level, to show these players, if you're not going to play for the badge, there's someone else going to fight for your position. And I think we need more of that.
Just on another note, by the way, I don't know, obviously, Mel, if you heard that we raised another £112 from
that
that's
stream, incredible. And the stream where Cousins shaved his hair off. So that's great. Yeah,
so that's that's like, what's that, 80% is around about £90.
That's incredible.
I can round that up to about 100, so 100 will go into the account.
No, that's great news. And the amount of children that I think a lot of people don't understand. There's young children who are just born and suffering from liver disease. So it's not really a grown adult age. When Stephen was affected with liver disease, he was very young.
6 weeks.
You can go back into his old videos on the channel. We've spoken about it many times, and I do. We gotta keep encouraging that, and hopefully next time. That was a great fun charity event. As frustrating and as much work it took to plan it, it paid off well.
The only thing I would say is do the quiz last, and then it takes time.
Yeah. Well, those questions were hard, man.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to be that hard. I was looking for I thought that should be all right, but there you go. Anyway, but final thoughts, because I've got to wrap up in a minute. actually get if Arsenal get Champions League, right? Which round would Arsenal get into? Which round would they get to before getting knocked out?
16.
Round of 16, yeah,
Minus
probably.
16.
Hmm.
Josh?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully quarters, but realistically, group stage.
Do you know what? The group stage is my optimistic one's around the 16.
Well, Man United made out of the group stage. Well, that's because they had Ronaldo, though. But...
Yeah, well, the round of the six. The problem is, and plus also like they were in the group, they were in the Champions League the previous season. If we go back in it, we're gonna have the toughest group. So group stages is gonna be severely difficult to get out of. So it might be ended up dropping into the Europa League. So yeah, there you go. Oh no, I mean, so I've got to do streams on the fucking Thursdays. So no worries, man. But yeah, we're gonna have to stop it there because obviously it's gonna run into the next stream. So, Anthony, where can they find you?
Right, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at my name, Anthony Herbert, not Stephen Loves Arteta, not that one. And also you can find me on Stephen's channel, SFeatleyTV. Obviously, if you haven't liked and subscribe, give a like and a subscribe. And if you can make a donation because it's going to a good cause. And also you can find me on Football United TV, Dugout Daily, and I have been on recent Leicester Till I Die, so I've been on there as well. So that's
You'll find him anywhere.
You'll find me anywhere and everywhere. That's it,
yeah,
Stephen. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, by the way, Miss Melina's just jumped off. Make sure you go check Miss Melina channel as well. She does amazing work for the.
She does.
She does amazing work for this channel. It's unbelievable, right? So please go and support her as much as go and support this channel. She deserves it as much as as much as I deserve it as well. So yeah, Man United got the group stage. Can Arsenal sign? No. No. When did Arsenal ever did that? I think the most was Arsenal back in the was 5 back in the W. Was it that? No, it was back in the 2001-2002 season. We won the double. 5 players, and he then Arsene Wenger came in sat down the press conference. See, if you look in my pockets, I've got no money anywhere. Okay.
And also, it was the do you remember when he went out panic buying? And funny enough, Arteta was one of our panic buys.
Yeah, I don't think it was 5 though. Can you? You can put your Arteta portrait back.
And your poster, Stephen. He's got a poster on his wall.
You can shove it up your ass. Big up, Ricky. Look, man, I can go in on Arteta winners, but in the end, it's all love. We all have our opinions. We all want Arsenal to do well. So, even if you are Arteta in or out, you're welcome to come on and have your say. So, thanks for enjoying the show. Great show, Steve and panel. Big up. Take care, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe. Yes, if Arsenal wants to compete for is required. Yeah, but there you go. Josh.
Yes.
Where can I find you? And you can change that fucking name. Steve Tell.
Steve Tell.
Mate, I do a fucking better job, mate. Check my FIFA out. I'll do a better job.
No, you won't, man. He probably gets relegated.
Fuck off. I'm winning the league in a minute. You relegated. Because I get £1 billion in and I actually spend some money so I want progress.
No, seriously. You can find me on Unbiased TV. Obviously on YouTube, on Instagram, Unbiased TV1, and on Twitter, Unbiased_TV as well. Obviously, as my channel is called, it is unbiased, unlike Steven, who is just not biased at all. He's just, I don't know what he is. Me, I am an Arsenal fan, but I'm not an Arsenal fan. I just, yeah. But I don't know, man. But yes, that's where you can find me. And my name is not Steve Tessa.
Well, no, but you two could stream. If you two stream together, that could be the name of your stream, can't it? Steve Tessa. That'd be brilliant. That'd be there.
Anthony, shut up.
Yes.
Right?
Amazing.
Shut up. Right, honestly, you still owe me £2. Mate, you still owe me £2 for calling me a knob the other day in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. He's got to pay me a £2 donation every time he calls me a knob. So I said, if he's going to start insulting me, he's better start paying for it. Steven would thrash me if, and I'm quite mate. I know I do better than some people. I know some people that
man,
just
Steven
like
gets renegade, man. Send us down.
No. I remember some people, they start with £1 billion, and the first person they bought was Calvert-Lewin. Right, what you buying Calvert-Lewin? Erling Haaland. Buy Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
He's like, but I want it realistic. I said, fuck off realistic. It's FIFA. When's it ever fucking realistic?
I stopped at PlayStation 2.
He hates Andre Silva. Yeah, and he hates Andre Silva as well. He didn't want to buy one. He hates Andre Silva and Arsenal Sanchez. Just ask him about Andre Silva. It's literally went free in his head.
No,
anyway,
he's living that good now. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's just too quiet now. He hasn't even scored that much goals, mate. And he's old.
No, he's not. He's only 24, 25. He's doing well, man.
What?
It's his first year. Andre Silva's about 25.
Is he? Oh, my
yeah,
then.
Like. And he's only scored his first season at Leipzig as well. But he scored 29 goals in 32 games last season. So like the hatred's just not it's just uncalled for. But anyway.
Yeah, Steven, is Del Boy Gunner? Is he in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell! Yeah. No, I watch his content. He's good, Del Boy.
Lights on, but no one's on. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.
What's the crap?
Bye bye.